Today I'm reviewing Afterburn, which is a great inverted coaster by B&M at Carowinds, which sits on the border of North and South Carolina. For this review, I have several categories that I will rank Afterburn on, and I'll be able to earn a possible score of 10 for each one. Let's get started with the duration of the ride. Afterburn lasts about a minute 30. It's a pretty average duration, so I'm giving it a 5. Next is the speed. Afterburn hits a maximum speed of 62 miles per hour. That is a pretty solid speed, so I'm giving him a 6. Next up is the height. This coaster is 113 feet tall. Again, right there in the middle, so I'm giving it a 5. Not too tall, not too short. Next is the smoothness category. This is a smooth ride. I didn't encounter any headbanging on it at all. It's not rattly, and it's not rough. I'm giving it a 9. It also has very smooth transitions. That's why for the transition category, I'm giving Afterburn another 9. When Afterburn goes from one element to another, there isn't any jerkiness, which is perfect. Next up is the drop. For this, I'm not looking at how tall it is, I'm actually looking at how good it is. Afterburn banks you to the right and then twists you on over. Part of the time, it doesn't even feel like a drop. I'd say it's okay. It's not anything to shout at. I'm giving it a 6. It's a little bit above average. It's right there on par with the other B&M inverts, but in the coaster world, I'd say it's just fine. Next is the intensity category. Afterburn is getting a 10. This is an intense coaster. It's very underrated. I was surprised at how intense Afterburn was. You are whipping from one inversion to the next. This ride is relentless. It seems to never lose speed. I love it. Perfect score for intensity. Next up is inversions. I love the inversions on Afterburn. Afterburn will send you through a vertical loop, an Immelman, a 0G roll, a batwing, and a corkscrew. There's so many elements, and that's all encompassed in over 3,000 feet of track. Great inversions. I'm giving Afterburn a 9. Next up is the theming. Afterburn is themed to jets and airplanes, which makes sense because this thing roars. This is a very loud coaster. The theming on Afterburn is okay. This coaster used to be called Top Gun, and you can still see some theming left over from when it had that theme. You have a jet next to the 0G roll. The station kind of looks like a hangar. I'm giving Afterburn a 4. It's okay theming. And the final category is the restraints. Afterburn has your typical B&M over-the-shoulder restraints. They're nothing special. They're on every B&M invert except for Banshee. Afterburn's getting a 6 for that one. So now it's time for the overall score. This is not a combined total of all the previous scores. I'm strictly looking at how much I like the coaster. And let me tell you, I love Afterburn. This is a fantastic coaster. I'm giving it a 9. This is an intense ride. It has some great inversions. This is my favorite B&M invert that I have ridden. Absolutely outstanding. It's a really underrated coaster. So that is it for this coaster review. Hope you enjoyed it. What do you think of Afterburn? Post your comments below. And you can check out my channel for more coaster reviews. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe.